And welcome back. I'm your host, Johnny Freeborn, and I have Jim Deis here with me.
Yes, excellent.
Hey, thanks for coming back.
Yeah, you're infected now.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Somebody quarantine us.
Yeah.
We've got the bug here.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the show, and
Thank you.
What's new?
The market is suddenly caught fire in the valley, at least locally. The only issue is the previous guest had mentioned quite eloquently that there seems to be a lack of inventory out there. There's not a lot of homes for folks to buy right now.
I keep hearing that.
So I'm in a situation now. I didn't have a chance to bring, not that I would want to bring a prop on stage, but I was going to bring a lockbox.
Okay.
Just hold on and go, please, sir, could I have another? Because I had 3 listings at the first of the year. They're all gone, closed escrow yesterday on the last one. And all of those have had multiple offers. So if you're sitting out there today, you're considering, it's possible, you might want to sell your home. That little tagline is accurate. I need to list your home, preferably today, tomorrow at the latest. Okay, I need to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And why not? Why not have some change in your life, you know?
It would
get that home out there for sale.
Get the home for, if you're considering it, this would be a good time.
Yeah.
You don't know the value of a home.
Right.
My son is in commercial real estate in Seattle, and this is my second career, and I've learned when people say my home is worth X, it's really what somebody is willing to pay you. So you don't know what your home is worth until it actually goes on the market and those offers start to come in.
Very true.
You have to have buyers who are willing, ready, and able to make the purchase. A lot of people would love to buy a home, but can't qualify, or they would love to buy a home but not right now or in that area. So all those things have to kind of pull together. So one of my clients said all the stars have to line up to make everything come through appropriately. That's kind of the fun part.
Interesting. All right. So listings. So is it just so sparse right now? There's no listings for you, or do you have another listing to show?
I'm at 0.
You're at 0.
I am at
so
0
you need...
listings. I am pleading. You could see me in the corner tomorrow. We'll do your listing for anything. To get that home on the market.
Okay, so it is 0.
It's dire. So I have grandchildren who need presents. I have things.
It's starting to make sense now. Okay,
it all comes together.
All right, yeah. So, well, what do we talk about then?
The market itself.
The market is strange right now.
It's strange, and that part of it is, I think I mentioned the last time I was here. People are concerned about interest rates going up, so buyers have a tendency to back off. But the Fed is talking about doing it incrementally and in small movements.
Oh.
So instead of saying, well, rates are up, I'll hold off, as rates start to climb, the sooner you get into purchase, the better at this point.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to sell your home, and some people are saying, well, I'll wait till the market improves, the only way to know the best time to sell is when you, as an individual or as a couple or a family, look at your situation, your finances, your home situation, where you want to live, where you can afford to live, and it feels right to make that move.
Yeah.
I just, before I came here, met with a young couple who have literally a 4-week-old child in a carrier, and they went into the first home they looked at, and they go, we love this house. I said, okay, how about purchasing? Well, we kind of looked into that. So you really need to be pre-qualified. Talk to a loan guy. If you want to call or text me, I've got a couple of folks I could recommend. Find out, if you're a buyer, how much you qualify for. And generally, lenders will offer more than you wish to pay comfortably.
Okay.
They may say, well, we'll loan you $500,000, but if you don't want to spend more than $250,000 or $200,000 or $100,000, you need to know that going in. So when you start looking, you kind of bracket what you're going to look for in the market.
Yeah, no one wants to be a slave to their mortgage, you know.
That's the term. Yeah, you don't want to be a slave to that mortgage, and suddenly you start to dislike your home every time you walk in, or every time that deduction shows
every
up.
repair you have to
every
make.
Every repair, every deduction, all
so
of that
much
sort
more.
of stuff adds up. You want it to be home, you want it to be comfortable and livable, but you don't want it to be a burden on your life.
Definitely. Well, what else? What do you predict is going to happen with, the world of politics and real estate, those two worlds colliding with
Well, I'm actually
our new
going
president?
to Russia in June.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to maybe find some dachas along the Volga River that I can list and maybe have people come over. And no, seriously, I'm going back to the old. I'm first generation
Okay.
Volga German,
Interesting.
and I will be headed back with my daughter. We're going to kind of do a pilgrimage to the villages where my mom and dad were born
No kidding.
in Russia,
Wow.
back at the turn of a previous century,
Okay.
and going back there. The market, you can't predict it, but I think it's going to. It always fluctuates, but it's always on a common trend. And right now, I think the trend is going to be housing prices will increase, but not like the bubble last time
Okay.
when it went crazy, when they had liar loans out there, when people who
Right.
made
The
$40,000 a
subprime
year
ones
could get a
and-
$600,000
yeah.
loan.
Yeah.
So, but also they're talking about reducing the Dodd-Frank requirements on loans, which will allow more people to be able to qualify as they lower the restrictions on the banks.
Okay.
So it will free up a little bit. So within the next year, I don't think it's going to be a big surge, but I think there's going to be consistent growth in sales. The new homes in the area, especially when I was out in Clovis again this afternoon, a lot of developments going in, a lot of houses being built, which means those people are moving from somewhere. They're either moving out of a leased property or they're selling a home and moving up. And as that process continues, it will keep churning.
Okay.
So again, it's up to individuals to decide whether they're comfortable. And the best way to resolve any of those questions you have is pick up the phone. My number's up there, but you can call any realtor in Fresno, especially if they're guaranteed. Berkshire Hathaway, come on. Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, we're part of that ilk.
Okay.
Any realtor, Portia, the gentleman who's up next, can answer your questions about the market, about qualifying, pre-qualifying, all of those things. Realtors in the city of Fresno are very good, Clovis outlying areas, and instead of the couple I met with today thought some things might be true, when it came down to it they weren't. But when they have actual facts, and you know specifically what your loan rate might be, what you can afford, and where your comfort zone is, and your school district, all those things factor in, then it's time to either make a move or decide maybe we don't make a move. Maybe we're good right where we are, which is where they are right now.
Now, I have to point out you're very well versed, and that comes from your history and background in education, right?
37 years in education.
So you know how to
teaching.
research things. You know how to get to the...
I do. I spent 5 years in a local school district doing nothing but data mining.
Okay.
And pulling up spreadsheets and access and detail to things.
You're a data guy. Wow.
I'm more of a BS is not politically correct. I'm more of a verbal guy,
Okay.
but I do get into data, and I like to look at spreadsheets and graphs and look for trends
I see.
and find patterns. I try to identify patterns that may lead you to a good decision. At
Well,
some
that's
point.
very resourceful for a buyer and...
Buyers need
someone
to have
trying
all
to
the
sell their
information that
home
they can
as well.
pull together.
Right.
And that's where it comes down to. Literally, when it comes down to making an offer on a home or selling your home, you need to look at the sheets that you're given, and literally, does it pencil out? Does it make sense to make the move? Does it make sense to make the buy? And if it doesn't, then maybe that's the time. Tell the realtor, no, maybe not today, maybe another time.
I
It would
see.
be heartbreaking, of course, but sometimes that just has to happen.
Okay, well, we have Jim Deis here to lead you through the journey of buying a home, and I'm going to go wash my hands after
idea. That's
this
a great idea.
because he's sick, if you didn't catch that. Hopefully not the Black Plague, right? Well, it's been great having you on the show again, and I hope you
Thank
come
you for
back
having
again.
me back.
Yeah, and maybe next time folks will call you in with some listings.
I will have so many listings
Yeah,
when I come
you'll
back.
be
I'll have
buried.
just picture after picture to scroll across the screen.
Very good. Thanks a lot, Jim.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.